A reboot would mean throwing out over 25 years of history. I mean, yeah, that is basically the purpose of one of those. I will also note that this video was largely written before the debut of most recent episodes in Japan, and any potential leaks will only be addressed for educational purposes only. So, since today marks 2 years since debut of Pokémon Horizons, I would check in with it again to see where it stands as the latest story arc is winding down, and to see what might be next. As usual, let's start with what works first. The animation and battles are highlights, and Rayquaza Rising is no exception. Especially like how they encounter Cleavor remix the boss warden battles in Legends Arceus, even with the deviations from the games, which I'll mention in a bit. The inclusion of Perrin from the Hidden Treasure Area Zero is welcome. This last one is just a personal deal, but they thankfully mostly relegated Liko inner monologues to the previously on story recaps. Not to say I don't still have concerns about what lies ahead. I've argued before Horizons is not sold you by now, it's unlikely it ever will. Neglecting the recent information that's been buzzing around, I still can't compliment anything about this anime without bringing up significant caveats. For every character that's well represented like Briar, there's others like Carmine who lack the qualities in the games that made them so memorable. It's not even clear whether or not the events of the DLC chapters took place, as whether Kieran isn't shown or even mentioned by her. I wouldn't be against a storyline at Blueberry Academy that features him, but I'm not holding my breath for it. At this point, I just prefer they wrapped it up soon, since continuing this past Generation 9 isn't really feasible. As for what will happen after this arc is over, I cannot say for certain. Leaks aside, I honestly hope what I'm hearing about the Generation 10 anime going back to basics is true. It is feasible we'll get a web OVA for Legends ZA, but beyond that, I just haven't been able to step away from seeing Horizons as a flawed, if necessary, experiment. Though a time skip wouldn't personally solve my issues with the show, if anything, I can see just many issues arising from that of its own. Pokémon Horizons has cleared many hurdles, even if there is more lying ahead. Depending on the outcome of the finale, I have no plans to cover the current arc or the next before they release the next dub. That is all for now. Take care.